This man has a peculiar habit. He'd rather stay up late reading the newspaper after work than go home. Even the coffee shop owner refuses to serve someone like him because Yuta always orders a small cup of coffee, sips it slowly all night long. The supermarket owner knows this behavior all too well. Yuta could freeload magazines for 4 hours at the newspaper stand. A man so skilled at living frugally, yet his face shows no trace of happiness. It turns out that 8 years ago, Yuta bought an old house. The upstairs rooms were occupied by the children. The couple had to sleep on the floor because their son was studying for exams and couldn't even watch TV at night. His wife constantly complained about his low salary and their difficult life. Yuta simply didn't want to return to such a home. His greatest wish was to have his own private space. The kind-hearted Moguro Fukuzo, upon hearing his troubles, actually took Yuta straight to an apartment, promising he could come here to rest anytime. But there was one rule he must follow: no bringing members of the opposite sex here. The next day, Yuta shed his usual sluggishness, clocked out on time and hurried to his new apartment. Followed a recipe to make a plate of spaghetti, watching baseball on TV. This is just too comfortable. But just then, there's a sudden knock at the door. A girl claimed she was being harassed by a pervert and asked Yuta to let her hide in his room for a while. Yuta intended to follow Moguro Fukuzo's advice and refuse the girl, but the girl looked homeless, reminded him of himself. Cut to 3 freshly made breakfasts. Yuta, who should be resting on the weekend, hurriedly leaves home. This arouses suspicion in his wife and children, so the eldest son quietly follows him. Meanwhile, Yuta arrives at the apartment building once more to prepare himself a hearty breakfast. But just then, the girl reappeared. She walks in without Yuta's permission to repay Yuta for yesterday. She even took off Yuta's jacket. The two walked to the windowsill, were captured on camera by the eldest son who had followed them, returning home to face his wife's interrogation. Yuta's face once again bore the look of utter despair. His wife's beating drove Yuta out of the house. He instinctively headed to that small apartment, but unexpectedly, the apartment's owner had already returned. Furious, Yuta encountered Moguro Fukuzo downstairs, who immediately accused him of deliberately setting him up. But Moguro Fukuzo wasn't about to reason with him. Those who break the rules only deserve punishment.